Donall Dempsey was Ireland's first poet in residence in a secondary school. He's made radio programmes and performed on TV with poets John Cooper Clarke and Paul Durkin. And he's an agency teacher, usually in special needs. Right, now the gossipy bits. They met on a sweltering summer's day when Donald's wearing a thick woolen kilt and little else. Their favourite hobby is lying around in bed, draped over each other like cats. And the rest I can't tell you. But they will tell you, I'm sure, in their poems. So without further delay, Janice, Windle and Donall Dempsey.
I guess I'm going to have to tell you myself then. I forgot my little black book, but it's okay. I have it here in my head. We were making books with Nancy Campbell. This is a concertina book. Poem should be here someplace. There you go. This is called Paul McGrane. It's an Irish, it's a haiku. It contains my favourite Irish word, which is Ullastraw, and my favourite person, who is Jan, of course. Anybody know what Ullastraw means? No. It's okay, it's an archaic Irish word, so it's not even used anymore. Ullastraw means the day before yesterday. So why you'd have a terminology for that, I don't know. I used to tell people that and they used to do what you did, they laugh. And I told my Chinese friend that and she said, what? We have an expression for the day before yesterday as well. So when you're writing haikus, it's quite handy. So this is called Paul McGrane, my heart's love. Ullastraw the gra gamistan, at nish the gra gakin och gakin rud. My heart's love. The day before yesterday, your love unknown to me. Now your love, everything. Thank you. We met in Stratford-upon-Avon where Willie was born. We went up to a poetry meeting. The organiser got very drunk, made a grab under my kilt, got carted off in the taxi. She had insisted that all gentlemen who came wore a kilt. And I was the only one who took this seriously enough. I turned up in full regalia. It was 90 degrees. I had to strip down to just the kilt. I don't know, gentlemen, if you have a penis in blue jeans, you know which way it votes, either you left or right. It's under control, it's contained. But in a kilt, the only way is up. So I've gone to Stratford thinking I was going to leave England, go back to the old sod, never come back here again. I hadn't expected to fall in love. I hadn't expected to meet Janice. I hadn't expected to be kissed. I hadn't expected to be kissed like that. And hence, that was my one great fashion mistake, which I will never make again. Paul has often said I am one big fashion mistake. I think that's just his opinion. So this is called Akai But Nu. Do not attempt this at home or in Stratford-upon-Avon or anywhere. It's so hard to hide an erection in a kilt. It's so bleeding obvious as to just what it is. It's here because it's here because it's here. It's so hard to hide an erection in a kilt whilst attempting to be an upstanding member of society. And then there's that embarrassing interlude, waiting for it to wilt. But that's neither here nor there. It's so hard to hide an erection in a kilt, especially one this well built and so keenly felt. Here, order. It's so hard to hide an erection in a kilt. You think, is there no end to it? One doesn't have to advertise or neon sign it, and it's impossible to doubt, deny or disguise it. It's here because it's there and it ain't going nowhere. It's better to come clean, face up and be a man about it. Yes, it is hard to hide. You try it, Ollie. An erection in a kilt, as I have already said. So I whipped it off and threw it casually as could be over my left shoulder. Your dress fell to the floor. There was more, but I thought it best to skip the rude, crude, almost downright pornographic bits. Suffice it to say, we let nothing get in our way, reducing the distance between us. I disappearing into you. You one very happy Venus. I one very happy penis. Ollie, you're attempting it here. I told you not even at home, don't do that, Ollie. We then used to holiday on the Amalfi coast, and we had a balcony, and there was no need for kilts because we could go around, or any dress in fact. We just went around in the nude. Jan painted and drew. I wrote poems that blew off balconies into seas. I climbed over the balcony, reached for the wall crumbled away, and out came a buried mafia gun. So don't attempt that neither. You think that a fairy story that began like that would end happily ever after, but it didn't. And this is called How We Almost Didn't Survive Our 2-month Anniversary. We went to Bude in Cornwall for our 2-month anniversary, and we nearly lost ourselves in a tragic accident, which I will now relate. I don't know how long it is since I've known Jan. I think I've known her for about, 2 years, 8 months, 10 days, 8 hours, 10 minutes, 24 seconds, but hey, who's counting? How we almost didn't survive our 2-month anniversary. Nude, in Bude. Our bedroom like a stage set that we strut our stuff upon. Imbued with superhuman passion, desire setting fire to our lines. Our somewhat energetic lovemaking sees us advance inch by sexy inch down center stage, moving the bed unknown to us, until we collide head-on with the wardrobe. We have roamed halfway across the room. What we thought would have happened if the wardrobe hadn't halted our passionate progress, or if we had missed it by an inch. We shudder to think, if we had just kept going, lost in the throes of advanced passion, we would have eventually smashed through the French windows, not stopping for nothing, out into the veranda before coming to a startled halt in the middle of the garden, the guard dog barking furiously at our invasion of his privacy. We would have had to make love all over again to get the bed back in. Call the glazier, quick yellow pages, be content to just cuddle, and hope our hosts hadn't noticed anything untoward. This is back to Amalfi, because Amalfi is such a nice place to be. It's called You Again. Your summer dress comes to rest upon the balcony, hung up on a thin wire hanger, an exotic bird. It cries for your body, weeps at being parted from you and your curves. A pool of tears collects at its hem, as longingly it dreams of the touch of your skin, asleep now in the sun. Later that evening, frightened by the approaching storm, it tries to escape the clamour of its hanger, almost flies off beyond the reach of my hands, runs away to sea, seeking for further horizons. I calm it, tame its panic, fold it tenderly, carry it like a sleeping child, lay it to rest at the foot of the bed, where all night long it sleeps at your feet, awaiting your footstep, the sunshine of being you again. And I'll end with a poem called Man of Iron. My fingertips touch your dress, remembering the first time ever caressing your curves through it. Your body covered in its flowers, remembering undressing you, your dress gently resting, strewn gracefully across a chair, tame now in the moonlight. Once again, tenderly, I take it, unfasten it, fingers touching its hem, and longingly, lovingly iron it. Thank you. It's from a little book called Time Hesitates. The title haiku goes like this. Time hesitates, unwilling to let go of the moment and our kiss. Thank you very much.